Hi, it's me, Maevyn, and I want to talk about the two great TF2s, Team Fortress 2 and Titanfall 2. Both of these games are shooters with different classes, customizable loadouts, and have compelling storytelling. Both are beloved, though the tone of these games could not be any more different. Team Fortress 2 is cartoony, outrageous, and fun, where Titanfall 2 is more epic and cinematic. However, what I cannot understate are the love the fans have for these games. However, no matter how much of an outcry the fans have made over the state of the game because of hackers and bots, the creators of the games have remained either silent or they barely do anything, causing the main game to fall into disrepair and players having to put matters into their own hands by creating their own clients and servers. But at the moment of recording this video, both of these games have been experiencing their own renaissance. In my personal opinion, I believe one reason why these games are having their own renaissance is because the state of modern PvP gaming has been abysmal. Titanfall 2's spin-off series, Apex Legends, is nothing but battle passes and expensive skins and events with no substance that use Titanfall 2 to piggyback on it. And Team Fortress 2's supposed killer, Overwatch, just keeps killing itself with the most ridiculous decisions that are so baffling it borders on parody. I swear, this game kills itself twice a year. The state of games has been kind of sad. These games, even in their fragile states at the moment, the fans have been coming back to it and are fighting to keep it alive. And this is exactly what I want to talk about. First, let's talk about Titanfall 2. For those who don't know, Titanfall 2 is a movement shooter that has a small, amazing story campaign and a pretty solid PvP mode, and both of these aspects are what people love about it. The main aspect that so many people talk about is in the main story, and that's the relationship between the main character Jack Cooper and a Titan he is thrust into piloting named BT-7274. And as the story goes on, you see an unlikely friendship blossom between the two. The stakes are high, you need to save the frontier from the IMC, it's cinematic, there are amazing levels and memorable enemies that are still beloved to this day no matter how small their role was in the story. There is so much to love about it, the world feels alive, and when you're playing the game, you feel like you're fighting in a war and you're fighting for something. Players have kept this game alive by creating their own client named Northstar. While the main servers were basically dangerous to play at being roasted, being hacked, but as of recent months, those have been fixed and the main servers are playable now, and there's been an influx of players. Players have wanted more of the story and have been begging for a Titanfall 3 for years. So much so that people have been trying to will Titanfall 3 into existing by making memes about it already, as if it's already happened. However, recently some fans have been putting matters into their own hands, and with little to no budget have created a homemade miniseries that is altogether the length of a little over 3 hours. The series is called Titanfall New Frontiers, and what these people have done is honestly mind-blowing and incredible. I kind of don't want to say too much about it, because if you already know anything about Titanfall 2 and haven't seen it, please do. It's so good. Also, something that blew my mind was that they got the original voice actor for Viper to be the narrator.
First of all, for the people who are seeing this and have sat through, appreciate it greatly. Secondly, make sure that you go and subscribe to Plot Coalition on YouTube. It's at Plot Coalition. Do that as soon as you hear my voice, or Viper will get you.
If you don't know, Viper is very much a beloved character, even though his role is so tiny, but his presence has made a huge impact on the Titanfall community. It's so incredible to witness. It's just from a Titanfall fan perspective, but it can almost work as a tech demo as to what's possible to do from your home. And as you know me, I love motion capture and making things come to life and creating new worlds. And what these people have done is nothing but inspirational to me, and it makes me really excited for the future of what this series can inspire. And now let's talk about Team Fortress 2. Where do I even begin with Team Fortress 2? Well, it's a class shooter game that's been around since 2007, and because of its art style and characters, it has had a large cultural impact on gaming and on the internet. TF2 was the first person shooter that I ever played. I've known about it since 2011 with the Meet the Heavy cinematic, but I didn't start playing it until 2017. For what I mean by this is that the impact of Team Fortress 2 goes beyond just its gameplay, but it comes with a lot of storytelling tools with its iconic art style, its animation engine, Source Engine, and Gmod animations. And the TF2 community is one of the most creative communities I've ever seen. We have animators creating different versions of Meet the Mercs. There's Gmod animations. A particular Gmod animation that I really like is the medic teleports into another reality. Like that one, it feels like I'm watching an episode from an old Cartoon Network show. There's some really cool ARGs, like Regular Citizen 007 and Gunslinger Pro 2009, where it looks like someone is just animating for fun, but there's something deeply wrong going on. And of course, there are some animators that have gone far enough to make feature-length movies, like MSS Blue, which is almost 2 hours long, and oh my god, I remember my husband and I had to stop to make popcorn to finish watching this. We were so blown away by it that we hosted a Gmod party with a movie theater map and watched it again. With the creativity of the whole community, it's quite surprising to find out that some of the members of the TF2 community are the voice actors themselves.
Where is Sandvich?
Crikey, you call that a sandwich?
Victory!
Which is so delightfully unexpected. These people have appeared to be traveling around and honestly just messing around, causing chaos with their little plot and inside jokes. And also, a new character that has been added to the fan base, who is a super top secret agent of the League of Urgently Needed Cohorts, Haranguers, and I'll let her say it.
Damn it! I'm a super top secret agent with the League of Urgently Needed Cohorts! I'm okay.
And one of my favorite parts about this are the amateur filmmaking. They're filming on their phones and doing silly tricks. One of my favorites is when Medic is sending Archimedes into the air and you watch him fly away. And also here they're using fishing wire to show the toaster is falling in love with the car. It's so refreshing to see, and let me tell you, I've gone evenings rewatching the Sandvich Saga, and every time I do, there is a permanent smile on my face, and it won't go away to the point where it actually hurts. But honestly, what compelled me to make this video was this upload.
Now Heavy's broken hearted, he's got nothing to eat. We got the sandwich blues, way down in our soul.
I was eating breakfast and I had just seen this video had been uploaded like an hour prior, and I was floored. And my first thought when I saw this was, Valve, what are you doing? I think this is so common nowadays in any fandom, but I swear there is like a trend of things that we love being abandoned for no reason, or just things getting worse. And I know that Valve only makes stuff to innovate with technology, which is why the most recent games like Half-Life Alyx and Aperture Desk Job have been just like tech demos for VR and the Steam Deck. But you know what would be innovative, Valve? You know what would be really innovative now with everything that's going on? You won't believe this, but actually caring about your communities and stories? Because that is something that has been on the trend, and not just in games, but like in movies and TV shows and culture. You know how hard it is to be invested in anything anymore because of how many fandoms I've participated in have dropped the ball? Like, it's baffling, honestly. Like, this video is supposed to be positive, but there is this underlying sadness behind all of it. Like, we wanted to be optimistic about the future of these games, but after practically nothing after #SaveTF2, and of course the worst teases for Titanfall 3, only for it to be an Apex character nobody wanted. Like, are we entitled to anything? No, but I think some honesty would be appreciated. Despite all of this though, I'm happy to see that these two fandoms have kept these games alive with their creativity. Like, if you're new to my channel, a big part of my identity in general is to encourage creativity. And I think it's important that even if we don't get the Heavy update or Titanfall 3, I think it comes to a point where I believe that the fans have outdone the input into these games much more than the creators have. And I think at that point, all of this belongs to the fans now.
Making a note here, huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction. Aperture science. We do what we must because we can. For the good of all of us, except the ones who are dead. But there's no sense crying over every mistake. You just keep on trying till you run out of cake. And the science gets done and you make a beacon for the people who are still alive.
Anyway, I hope that you're all inspired to make something and keep these games alive, and I'll see you later. Take care!
I'm being so